We're going to pretend that this is a whole brain. Missing is the dura mater, which would be the outer leathery covering of the brain. The pia mater is the deepest layer of tissue covering the brain, and that is the remainder here that you see with the blood vessels in it. The falx cerebri would be a ridge of the dura mater which would run here in the longitudinal fissure. The tentorium cerebelli would be a ridge of dura mater which would run here in between the lateral fissure.
No, right? Transverse fissure.
Sorry, transverse fissure. I'm all longitude and latitude. Transverse fissure. Okay. Telencephalon and cerebrum are interchangeable. That is the two cerebral hemispheres of the frontal brain. The longitudinal fissure is this fissure between the two cerebral hemispheres. The gyri are the raised ridges of the brain. The sulci are the indentations between the gyri. The corpus callosum.
It's inside.
The corpus callosum is this region right here, which is a thickened region. Myelinated brain tissue, which transmits nerves from the inner brain to the outer brain.
From one hemisphere to the other, right?
From one hemisphere to the other.
Right.
Yeah, connects all the way across, exactly. Where are we? Gray matter is the cortex region, the outer region of the brain. White matter, gray matter is unmyelinated. The white matter is the inner region of the brain. It is myelinated. Frontal lobe is the front region of the brain. The olfactory bulb is this area right here, which is a bulb at the end of the olfactory tract, which runs here. The parietal lobe is this region of the brain. The temporal lobe is this region of the brain. The occipital lobe is this region of the brain in the back. The diencephalon would be this region here, which would be the thalamus and hypothalamus. It's all this region right here. The optic chiasm, we put this brain back together here. This is the optic chiasm. It's this indentation here, which optic nerves, when they're present, travel across. Pituitary gland is right. It's missing. Where were we saying the pituitary gland would be?
It would be where that hole is,
yeah,
where the infundibulum would come out and the pituitary gland would be connected to the stem.
This would be the imaginary pituitary gland right here. This hole, this region here is where the infundibulum would have gone, which is the root of the pituitary gland. Okay. Tuberous cinerarium? We didn't
say that one.
We didn't cover that. Okay, the mammillary body is not very clear on this, but it's this region here, which would match on both sides. It kind of looks like a V. The cerebellum is this lower portion of the brain here. This is the transverse fissure that divides the cerebellum from the cerebral hemispheres. The cerebellar hemispheres are the two hemispheres of the cerebellum. The arbor vitae is this structure, the tree of life, within the cerebellum. The brain stem consists of this portion, the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla oblongata. I can't say that word right now. Oblongata. The cerebral peduncles are these two structures here, cerebral peduncles. The pons is this region here, which is the bridge between the cerebral hemispheres and the cerebellum. The corpora quadrigemina is these four bodies here, corpora quadragemina. These two top bodies are the superior colliculi. The two lower ones are the inferior colliculi. And then this body right here is the pineal gland. The medulla oblongata is this region right here, or transverse this region right here. And the ventral median fissure, where did he show us that?
It was inside.
Was it inside?
Yeah, and it was right where the fourth ventricle is, right?
Oh,
It was the flattened ventricle.
is it this here? No.
No. Sorry, it was.
Let's move on.
Okay,
That's it.
That's it.
The rostrum.